can't think of like an individual game. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, if I could go back and get the data, there's definitely been one of those games where you look at it and you're like, you know, coach was telling us we weren't active, and then this is like your proof right there. This is putting it in numbers for you if you didn't believe them. And so it just kind of, a lot of it reinforces what coach said. Like when he tells us we come out 5 in the second half, he's going to be right. And then when they show us the catapult numbers and our numbers are way down, it's like, well, yeah, he is right. Of course he's right. So, you know, a lot of it, the coaches know, and it backs them up a lot of times.
Do you see a comparison to the national title team? You got a dominant big man, you know, Marvin, just like Zolelli. You got, you know, good point guard Trayvon, just like Tyus. Do you see any comparison, you know, now that you're, you know, kind of seeing both?
They're both young teams. I mean, other than that, it's such a different group. We got 2 bigs on this group that are really, really good. You know, obviously, we have the one with Ja, but both of these guys need the ball inside. But also, they both are almost positionless. You know, we see Wendell playing behind ball screens and driving, and he drove and dished the ball to Marvin. That's like a 6'10", 6'11" connection on a driving kick. That's really tough to defend. They do a lot of things, and that it allows our offense to be a little bit more dangerous. But that year, Ja was just so good that you had to double or triple team him. And with this offense, we can really get a lot of movement in. And defensively, we're obviously playing a different defense. But we had, with that group, we had our time where we had to go through some zone, go through some matchup, try some different things. And what really happened is it started clicking at this time defensively for that group. And it's looking good for us these past 2 games, but if we keep getting better, then that defensive similarity will be there.
What's been the biggest difference in your role from the 3rd game of the season when you went off against Michigan State to now? I mean, it's pretty different.
Yeah. You know, a lot in what I'm doing is there's a little bit more of a point guard role in it, even though a lot of times I'm off the ball. You know, I'm trying to get our offense into the right sets. You know, I'm still loaded up and ready to shoot like I was, but, you know, with these big guys, that's going to be our advantage a lot of times. And so I'm not coming off screens on the outside for them. I'm feeding the ball to them, and that's where we play off of them because they're either going to score or draw a double. And
what are you saying, Shire, over there?
No, I think he's saying good stuff.
All right, just making sure. Just making sure.
About your questions.
It was probably bad.
And trying to lead this group, and I'm making sure everyone is involved. You know, in that Michigan State game, I still hadn't fully come into that leadership role yet. And early in the season, I hadn't done it yet. And, you know, it's taken me a while, but I got it now. I think I got it. I own the leadership role now, and you know, it feels good to take care of your group, and it makes me proud when we're playing as well as we are.
Talk about Coach K becoming the autonomous coach today, men's or women's. The relationship, you know, the bond you guys have had with everything, you know, being there for each other. Talk about that.
It's amazing. It's awesome. You know, in my eyes, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest coach there's been. It's been awesome for me to learn the game under him, to try to think the game through like he does. I'm definitely not there yet, but I'm trying to get there because he has such a smart basketball mind. And then with how good he is with a teacher of leadership, it's been awesome. You know, I've had the honor to be really in 3 huge moments for him now, and you know, the 1K in Madison Square Garden, and then another 1K at Duke, and now this one. And it's just really been an honor to be a part of such a great legacy that he's built, and have a really small role in 4 years of it.
All right, thanks, Grayson. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Grayson.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure watching you for 4 years. My 7-year-old has the number 3, and your favorite.